Greetings everybody, welcome back to my channel. You're tuned in to Naughty Makeup. And today in this video I'm going to be spotlighting and talking all about C'est Moi It's Me skincare and some makeup products. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're already subscribed to my channel, welcome back. I'm really happy to be doing a new video and presenting this information to you guys because as always, with the majority of the products that I talk about on my channel, I'm like the only dark native girl who talks about these products, okay? And just for reference, you may hear me say dark native. That is how I refer to people who might consider themselves Afro-Caribbean, African-American. All those titles are misnomers, so I consider those types of people, including myself, dark natives. So yeah, this mainly is the channel that I'm building content on because I had in total have 3 channels. This channel, which is Naughty Makeup, is totally dedicated to clean, natural, green beauty. I have my other channel, which is a lifestyle channel, and it's Knotty Knots, and this is Knotty, like a knot. And then I have my Naughty Hair channel, which I don't have any content on yet, which is totally dedicated to my low extra virgin porosity hair. Low porosity extra virgin hair. But I've talked too much. Let's go ahead and get into the video. If you're enjoying this content, make sure you subscribe and like, and you know, let's chat about these products in the description box. If you guys have tried them, let me know how you feel about it. So, alright, without further ado, we're going to go in order of how these products would be applied. So, C'est Moi is a brand that I became aware of when I was looking to switch to clean, natural beauty. Somehow I stumbled upon the EWG website throughout my search process. And this is a brand that the EWG website does recommend. They do recommend this brand, and that's how I got to be on their website in the first place. So this is C'est Moi It's Me Gentle Foaming Cleanser. And I do want to point out that C'est Moi is a brand that tailors more, or I would say markets more to young women and teenagers. So this is their gentle cleansing gel, and on the packaging it does say made for gentle skin, and it has no fragrance, no parabens, no phthalates, no sulfates, no mineral oil, no propylene glycol, or any dyes. It's also made in the US. And I'm not sure, but I know I'm not sure if this brand is totally vegan, but any information that I may miss in this video about this, you can look in my description box as far as the ingredients goes, and if this brand is vegan. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think this brand claims to be vegan, if I'm not mistaken. So my experience using this, it doesn't have a smell, which I'm happy about. I really am not too keen on wanting my cleansers to have a lot of fragrance. It's a very good, everyday, gentle cleanser. I would recommend this to somebody who doesn't necessarily have problems with having a lot of dirt on their face at the end of the day, getting really oily, or even if you don't wear makeup, because this isn't really strong enough for an individual like myself, for a woman like myself who wears makeup almost daily. So I wouldn't recommend this cleanser if you're a woman who wears makeup daily. If you're a woman who gets oily, stop. If you notice at the end of the day you have a lot of dirt on your face, this is a very gentle cleanser for somebody who's really not doing much. If you're a skin regimen, if you don't put on quite a bit of makeup, let's say you're just a powder girl and you just like to powder your face, or you're a CC cream girl and that's pretty much all you're doing, I would recommend something like this. Also, this is something that if I was going to repurchase it, I'd repurchase it and give it to my niece. I bought the trial size version of this because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. It's not something that I hate, but I wouldn't go back and purchase it again. If I couldn't ever find any other natural clean cleanser, I would reach for this and repurchase it. But as of right now, there is so many other options. And what I would like out of this brand is for them to not only market to young girls, like little children and teenagers and such, but market to older women as well who have other skin issues going on, like large pores, wrinkles, you know, hyperpigmentation, just like different benefits. I wish they would add that to their products, because this is really just a run-of-the-mill standard cleanser that just doesn't have any garbage in it. It really doesn't do anything besides gently, lightly clean your face. It doesn't give you a deep clean or nothing like that. So if you're looking for a really simple cleanser, that would be your go-to. So now that we've gotten the first step out of the way, which would be cleansing your face, let's go ahead and talk about their Gentle Moisture Lotion. And this is a very nice lotion. This isn't a lotion that leaves you feeling greasy, or once you apply your makeup it slips and slides all over the place. I would say that this is a pretty awesome lotion. This is something that I would repurchase. It's not super heavy or anything like that. I actually really do like this to give my face a natural glow. Sometimes I just put this on, I put on the sunscreen, and then I, you know, run out of the house for the most part. Every day I don't wear makeup all the time. Like today I'm totally fresh faced. I'm not wearing any makeup. But yeah, that is a lotion that I would say is pretty simple. Like I said before, most women my age in their 20s, they want a lotion, a face lotion or moisturizer that actually gives some benefits. That one doesn't have any benefits. It just moisturizes your skin. So I mean, in itself that's doing something, but as far as like hyaluronic acid, you're not going to find that in their products. That's why I'm saying if I was going to buy a skincare line, I wouldn't necessarily reach for C'est Moi or repurchase it, because it's not giving me any benefits to my skin. So like I said, this is a really awesome face lotion, but as far as like benefits to your skin, you're not going to find any, besides the fact that it doesn't have any garbage in it, obviously. But this is something that I would repurchase, but like I said, I'm kind of looking for something with more benefits for maturing skin. Okay, so the last skincare product that I have from C'est Moi is their Gentle Mineral Sunscreen Lotion. It's non-nano. It's a broad spectrum of SPF 30, and it's water resistant up to 40 minutes. Quite a bit to say about this sunscreen. When I first applied it to my face ever, it was gritty. Okay? Gritty like cornmeal, but in a lotion form. Like if you could imagine mixing shea butter, maybe petroleum jelly and cornmeal, you could definitely see the little mineral beads or something like that in it. Okay, so I figured let me try and work with it, because I've never tried a really completely natural sunscreen before. So after a while of applying it on my face daily, it was very, very shocking, because the product is super gritty. So it kind of felt like I was applying a light facial scrub on my face. But over time, I guess my skin got used to that feeling, because now when I put it on, I don't really feel the grit. But what I can say about that is that I don't think it works very well, because I have applied, when I first started using it, I used a pea-size amount, and I think that was too much. Because it made my face feel very, very greasy, and like if I rubbed petroleum jelly on my face, like my pores felt clogged, and I've never really felt that feeling before, but with that, when I applied that much, a pea-sized portion, my pores really felt clogged. My face like petroleum jelly was rubbed over my face, so that made me feel like okay. And also keep in mind, I didn't get a sunburn when I used a pea-size amount, so I figured maybe I'm using too much. So I cut my portion down by using a half of a size of a pea-size amount. And when I noticed when I started doing that, I did get a sunburn, so I'm guessing you're not supposed to cut the size down. But when I used half of a pea size amount, my face didn't feel so clogged, you know, but I wasn't getting the protection that I needed because obviously this is the SPF 30, so you shouldn't be getting no damn sunburn. But when I cut my portion down, I got a awful sunburn on my nose, and oh my god, it looks so awful. My skin peeled, so now you can see like a fresh layer of skin, so you can't see, like, my nose was looking crazy. I looked like Rudolph. It was awful. Like, my skin was super burnt. But yeah, so would I repurchase this, or would I recommend for someone else to repurchase this? I would say no, because I think there's better sunscreens out there that are natural and non-nano mineral sunscreens. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend this if somebody was to ask me. Yeah, so this is one that I'm pretty much may use until I get another one, but it's really not my favorite. It's not my favorite. So the skincare line wasn't something that I felt like, oh my god, it's so amazing, I got to get more. Like, I didn't ever feel like that about their skincare line after trying it out for some weeks. On to the makeup. Let's talk about their C'est Moi Visionary Makeup Crayon. This is what it looks like. And I bought one in the color chocolate. Keep in mind that this isn't necessarily marketed as to be a lip product. It's a makeup crayon, so you can pretty much get creative and use it for your eyes. You want to use it for your lips, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to use it for, you can do that. So I chose to use this color for my lips because I felt like it was a very perfect nude color. I felt like it was a perfect brown, something to really kind of warm up my lips and just give me a nice nude shade. And that's exactly what this, oops. And that's exactly what this product did. The only thing I can say is that the packaging, it makes it look like it's for children or something like that. Looks like a worthless crayon, but this is really an awesome product. But for $7.99, you don't get much product at all. I was waiting for Trump's news conference, and it's now on. But yeah, this is a really awesome product. It's just you don't get a lot in it at all. So I feel like for the amount of money that you're paying, this thing could at least afford to turn and give you some more crayon, you know? So I wouldn't be repurchasing this because of that. I feel like Cloven Hollow Cupcake would be a really good dupe for this, to get the same type of color payoff, but I wouldn't repurchase this because it's so much for a little bit of product, and I don't like that about this. But if you don't wear makeup that often, and you don't put on lipstick that often, then maybe this would be good for you, especially if you're my skin complexion, because this is not a bad product at all. Like, this thing does not budge. When you swipe this onto your lips, it does not budge. It's very awesome. So the next product that I have here is the C'est Moi Brilliance Pressed Powder Foundation in the color Honey. And it's dermatologist tested. It's clinically tested on sensitive skin. It's talc free, hypoallergenic, and fragrance free. So this thing is just like my baby. It is my everything. I really, really love their pressed foundation powder. The fact that it has no talc, it's talc free, it's made with kaolin clay, really warms my heart, because I had to get rid of so much of my commercial makeup, because pretty much everything I had talcum powder in it. And I'm not trying to use any toxic products, so the fact that this doesn't have that in it is really great. The color is amazing, but what I can say, it's not a heavy powder. It's a very light foundation powder that you would have to build up coverage with. You would have to build up your coverage with this powder. You can go for a soft matte look, or you can build it up a little bit more by adding more. And I use my Real Techniques face powder brush to apply this powder to my face. It's like the perfect shade for me. What I can say is a con about this powder and this product line is that there's only 4 shades. There's 2 light shades, which would be for pale people or pale women. And then there's this one in-between shade, which would be my color, which I guess I would be considered dark tan. I really feel like they kind of skipped tan and went to dark tan. And then after this, I think the next color is cocoa, or is it mocha? I think the next color is mocha. And it's darker. It's more of a brown pigment. Probably could be a bronzer for me or a contour shade. But that is my biggest con with this. And I'm guessing because it's a new brand and maybe they don't have enough funding to go all the way and get some other colors. I really don't know what the problem is, so I don't want to speculate. But I really just wish they had more colors, because this is an amazing pressed powder. I honestly feel like I don't even really want to try a pressed powder from any other companies, just because I'm so happy with this one. I'm really trying to keep it minimalistic. If I find a product that I like, I'm not trying to hoard more makeup, even if it is clean makeup, to find more. I'm wanting to find something I kind of stick with it, and that is how I feel about this pressed powder foundation. It is just amazing. I like to use it to kind of set my foundation, and sometimes I use it as a base for eyeshadow to get that nude look, and it's just a perfect color. I'm going to leave my color matches and my foundation references in my video. I do that with all my videos so you guys can get an idea of what my skin color is, to see if we would match. The next product that I'm going to talk about is by C'est Moi, and it's the Inspiring Cheek Palette. It has 3 shades, and this is what the palette looks like. We have Spotlight, which is a very light tan champagne color with some shimmer. And then we have Weekend, which is a very peachy pink terracotta color with some shimmer in it. And then now we have a more gray mauve tone in the it's named Charisma, and this is a matte shade. Overall, this would have to be, this and the Sunscreen would have to be the 2 biggest flops from this brand. That kind of made me feel like, bro, I don't even feel like buying any more stuff from them unless I was to get their skin tint. They have a skin tint that I want to try, and that's like the only other product that I really want to try from them, because I've had these last 2 flops. And the reason why I say that is because normally whenever a brand might come out with a palette, especially a cheek palette, you think they want to be a little, at least come out with 2 shades, two different shades of the palette, like a dark and a light. This one, I'm just barely getting away being able to use this because this Spotlight shade is way too light for me. I tried putting that on and it like accentuates the heck out of my pores. It makes me look crazy. It just looks like I just put something white across my nose. This Weekend color is the only color that I really can use as a blush. But this really isn't my cup of tea for a blush color, but I'll use it. It doesn't look bad on me or nothing like that. I used this in my very first video on this channel. When I was reviewing the Babe Blue foundation. The color Charisma, I said that I'll dip into this from time to time to use for an eyeshadow, but as far as like using this on my cheeks, I cannot. It would be nice if they would have come out with 2 palettes, at least another one with some darker colors, a darker highlighter, and some darker pigmented blushes. So this one was a bit of a disappointment. The only product that I really feel so empowered that I would really go ahead and recommend that you go out there and really buy is this Brilliance pressed powder foundation and this Crayon. But even the Crayon the price point and how much product you're getting, I probably really wouldn't even recommend that to you, because obviously there's other brands that you could get a really good payout of color from with the same color. So yeah, that's how I feel. I mean, I wouldn't give this. I feel like I've tried quite a bit of their products to give a good full review of the brand, and it wouldn't be a full 10 for me. I'd probably definitely give them like a 6 or 6.5, because it's not terrible. It's just some of their stuff I wouldn't repurchase. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't bought anything else from them since I purchased that cheek palette, because it was pretty much just a letdown for me. I really was not feeling like I was going to spend any more money with them. The only other thing that I would buy is their skin tint to match up with this powder. But that's not a need for me, because I already have 2 foundations that I love. But yeah, that is my overall review on the C'est Moi skincare and some of their makeup products. If you all have tried any products from them and you want to kind of give me some tips, if I maybe missed something, or if you just want to share how you feel about them, please go ahead and drop those comments below. I always try to come out with a video once a week. I missed 2 weeks prior. I was going through some things, so I'm back now, and I will definitely try my best to make sure I bring out a video every week. Currently, we are under some remodeling with the house. We're remodeling and possibly maybe trying to move. So things are just, you know, pretty hectic. But I'm still going to come on and try to make some videos. And yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. And make sure you ladies stay clean, stay green, and be blessed and beautiful. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace.